So the similarity of these three phones is the mobiles. Okay, and next is smartphone. The mobiles and smartphones is the same thing, and Samsung and Redmi and Oppo is a branch of this mobile. Okay, so the mobile and the smartphone is a class. Okay, the Samsung, Redmi, and Oppo. This is the object of this particular class. So what is inheritance? So inheritance means you see the definition. Inheritance, one class can drive the properties of another class. So it means there is a one property, there is a second property, and this is third property. Inheritance means uh, like this. It's mean yeah. Next is Redmi Note 7S. Okay, and next is Redmi Note 7S Pro. Okay, and last one is Redmi Note 8. That's okay. So Redmi Note 7S and Redmi Note 7S Pro and Redmi Note 8. So this is a inheritance. Its mean is these all inherit the property of its previous class. Its mean the Redmi Note 7S contain its own property and as well as also contain the property of Redmi Note 7S. And Redmi Note is please on time. And next is Redmi Note 7, Redmi Note 8S. So it's mean it's contain the all properties of Redmi Note 7S Pro and also contain its own properties. So that is the exact meaning of inheritance. Okay. So now it's clear what is the meaning of inheritance. So this is your inheritance. Okay. This is your inheritance. And this is what is this? This is object or class?
Class.
Yes, this is class. And this is Samsung and Redmi and Oppo is
Object.
yes object. Right. Now it's clear what is the difference between class, object, and inheritance. Everything is clear till now. Yes, guys. Any doubt regarding this? Yes. Otherwise, yes. Any doubt? Guys, please be interactive and say this.
No, sir.
Yes or no. Okay, that's fine. So next is how to implement inheritance using Python. Okay. So in inheritance in different types. For example, single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Okay. So first is single inheritance. Okay. Single inheritance. So how the single inheritance is looks like this. First is my class A, my class A. Okay. And the next class is B. So now A is a parent class and B is a child class. So B class is contains the all properties of A class and also contain its own property. Okay. So these are single inheritance. Because the B is only fetch the condition and all the data from the only one class. It's known as A. So this is meaning of single inheritance. And what is the syntax? How to create a single inheritance? So we just create a class, okay, class, and its name is A, and this class, and second is class B, in class. Now on that time we have to create an object of which class? Yes,
Class A.
no. At time we have to create the object of class B because B contains the all properties of A as well as all property of its own. Yes, right or not?
Right.
Yes. So object is equal to B. Okay, this is the syntax, and this is your parent class. Okay, parent class, and this is your which class?
Child class.
Yes, child class. Child class. Now, syntax is clear. How to create a single inheritance, and how to create a object of this particular class B, and what is the reason behind this we create a object of this particular class B, and why we not create a object of this class A.
Because
So now
we have both
yes,
properties of parents and class.
yes, right. So everything is clear till now.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'll give you example of single inheritance. So I'm getting class vehicle. And define a constructor in it, and it's contains self and mileage, and also contain cost. Okay, we assign this variable into another variable, self dot mileage equal to mileage, also self dot cost is equal to what? Is equal to, yes, yes guys, self dot cost equal to, or what, mileage or cost?
Mileage.
No, we have also assigned a mileage. Okay?
Cost.
Yes, cost. Okay, so now we define a constructor and also define all variables and also assigning another variable. So now I am creating another function that its name is show details. Show details, and it contains one argument. It's known as self, print. I am and vehicle is print mileage of vehicle is equal to comma self dot mileage. Okay, and the last one is print cost of vehicle is, yeah, self dot self dot cost. Okay. Tell me how to create a object. Yes. What is the syntax? Yes, guys.
So let's suppose a variable and equal to vehicle
Yes,
that taken a variable name
your
or
voice is not
object.
coming properly. Speak loud. Yes. How to create the object of this particular class vehicle? Yes, guys, tell me. Any idea? Yes. Guys, please give me the response. Yes or no.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes. Now you are audible.
Sir, first of all, create a variable, just object as object, and
Okay.
assign,
Yes.
yeah, and equal to class name, just vehicle.
Name and name of vehicle. Okay. Then
Yes, sir. And in the parenthesis, provide the mileage and cost.
why we pass the mileage and cost in this particular class?
Because
So yes.
you are declare argument mileage and cost in the constructor. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. So that's why we, firstly we have to create a constructor. So that's why I'm passing two argument in this particular class is vehicle. Okay. So the mile we pass two variable like this and this. That's a random. And how to call this function? So details. Yes, guys. Tell me.
Uh, object dot show details.
So details. And in this place we have any pass any argument or not?
No, sir.
So now see, we have successfully print I am vehicle and mileage of this particular vehicle is 500 and also the cost of vehicle is 500. Okay. So there is a normal class and we have create a normal object of this particular class is vehicle. So now next thing is how to create another class like inheritance. We implement a single inheritance. So now we have created another class. So you see in the diagram, there is a first class, the parent class, and second is a child class. So now you have to create a child class. So its name as car. Car is my child class, and it contains the all property of vehicle. This is the syntax how to create a child class. In this function, sorry, in this class, we write a function class show car. Okay. And assign self. Now to print I am a car. Okay. Now tell me uh, uh, in which class we create an object. Like we have create a object of this particular class car. Otherwise, we have to create a object of particular class
Car.
vehicle. Yes, car because this is a child class and it contains its own property. It's known as I am a car, and it also contains the all property of the vehicle. Okay, so vehicle properties is self mileage as well as cost, and is also print I am vehicle. Okay, so now I'm creating an object of this particular class. So again, OBB equal to and car. Okay, so now it's mandatory to pass any argument in this particular class or not. Otherwise, we write like this.
No,
Any
sir.
argument is required?
No, sir.
No. Sir. Let's see. You see the error. Constructor. This is a constructor. Missing two required positional argument, mileage and cost. So guys, you see in a car class, it's contain all property of vehicle. So it's mean it's also contain the all properties of vehicle class and also pass two argument of mileage and cost. Okay, so now it's clear why it's showing this error. So in this particular object, we have to pass two argument.
Sir,
Yes.
You write OBV.
Yeah, no issue. Yeah, it's another object. This is different. This is different.
Okay, sir.
Any doubt?
No.
We passed 200 and 12. Now we successfully completed the object of this particular class car. Okay, so this is my child class, and this is my parent class. Now, using this object, I call this function showDetail. Okay, O D B dot. You see, using the child class, we have fetched the data of another class. Its vehicle. You see, this is a vehicle property. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, I told you, inheritance means it contains the properties of another class, also contains its own property. So it function show card. So next object is show card. And so now everything is clear till now. How the single inheritance work in Python and how to implement. Any doubt till now? Then you can ask me. Yes, guys. Any doubt till now? Everything is clear. Yes, guys.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and understand the different second type of inheritance known as multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Okay. Please to understand what is the exactly of multiple inheritance and how. So multiple inheritance child inherits from more than one class. So it means in multiple inheritance, the child inherit from more than one class. So it's mean the child class inherit the properties of one or more than parent class. Okay. So for example, is my first class A, and next is B, my second class. So this is a parent class, and this is again a parent class, and C is my child class. Okay. So this child class contains all properties of A and also all properties of B. Okay. And also contain its own property. So you see, this particular child contains two parents, P1 and P2. So now the definition is clear. The inheritance, the child contains from more than one class. So number one and number two. So it contains two class, and also it contains two parents. So now the definition is clear. What is the meaning of multiple inheritance?
Yes.
syntax of multiple inheritance syntax is firstly we have to create a first class A and again class, and next is again we create a class B and class, and after that we create a class C and contain the all properties of A and also contain the all properties of B. In class, so at that time you have to create an object of which class? Yes. A,
C.
B, or as well as C. Yes. C. Why?
C.
Why?
C
Have
is a
those
derived.
properties A and B.
One by one,
Those
guys. One by one.
properties.
Repeat again.
Because C has both properties as A and B.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Next.
C. C is a derived class.
Yes. C is a derived class of A and B. Okay.
Yes, sir. C is derived from A and B.
Yes. So C is a contains the all properties of class A and also contains the all properties of B and also contain its own property. Okay. So on that time you create an object of C class. And when we create an object of this particular class, then we have to fetch the data of this particular class B and A and also fetch the data from C class. Okay. So now understand I give you example of multiple inheritance. So now get in class. So guys, the parent class. Okay. Parent class 1 and this parents
Parent 2, sir.
class 2. And this is
Child class.
my child class. Yes. So now firstly we have to create a first parent class which name is parent. Okay. Now we have to create a two function def assign string one. This function is contain of two properties two argument self and str1. And also assign this variable into another variable self dot str1 equal to str1. Okay. And again I am getting a next function we have show string 1. Okay. And again contain one argument. In this function you have to return self dot str1. Okay. So my first class is Z. So again we create a next class parent 2. So in this class again we have to create another function def assign string and 2. And it's all to contain two arguments self dot str2 str2 and we have to assign this variable into another variable str2 equal to str2 equal to what? Yes. str2 equal to str2. Okay. Now I'm creating another function def show string 2. Then return self dot str2. Now my second class is ready. Now these two classes clear. And any doubt how to create these two classes? Yes. Yes, guys, any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we have to create another class named drive. It contained all properties of parent class 1 and parent class 2. So we pass to argument parent 1 and also parent 2. Okay. Again, the same thing, it contains its own properties. So I am creating another function, assign string 3 self dot str3. Again, assigning to another variable self dot str3 equal to str3. And again, we have created another function, assign show string self returns self dot str. So now we have to create a object of this class. Yes, which class?
Derived.
Guys,
Derived.
yes. It's contain any argument or not? Yes. Question is, this drive class is
Assign
contain any
string
argument
and
or not? Sorry. Okay. Just repeat again.
assign string and self string.
String. Okay. String like this. Like this. Right or not? Like this. Yeah. Like this or not?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. We'll see. Error. So why it's showing error? Because drive class not contain any constructor and parent class also contains no any kind of constructor, and also the parent class too have no contain any constructor. Okay, so that's why we don't pass any argument in this particular type class. So we just remove this variable. This now how to show the data of parent class. Yes, p1 dot what? In yesterday classes, I have also told you how to assign data in any function and how to print any data using object. Okay.
D1 dot assign.
D1 dot assign. What? Okay. Assign for what? Firstly, I am assigned the value of a parent class. What we write? What we write? Assign
String 1.
1. Right. So
Yes.
is there any argument or not?
One passes one string.
Yes, it's contained one argument. Now, and is me. Yeah. So it's contained one argument, so we just pass a string. Okay. So we have to successfully assign the one this string into this function self.str equal to str1. So now I want to show the data available in parent class 1. So how to show, how to print the data available in a particular class like parent 1? Yes, guys. What is the syntax?
D1 dot show string 1.
Yes, right. D1 dot show string and 1. It's contain any argument or not?
No.
Yes. No, it does not contain any argument because it's contained only a self. We don't write any argument in this place, so that's why it's not contain any argument. So now we have successfully printed my string. So you see, we have to create an object of this class, right? but we fetch the data of this particular class 1, parent 1, and after that we have also fetch the data of particular class parent 2, then after that we have to also fetch the data of this class D. So now this is the power of inheritance. Okay. So my next question is how to assign the data to my parent class and how to show the data of my parent class. Yes, guys. Yes, my question is clear.
Sir, repeat the question.
My question is how to assign the data to the parent class 2 and how to show the data available in parent class 2. First thing is, firstly we have to assign the data, okay, and next thing is how to show the data. So what is the syntax? How to assign the data and how to show the data?
Same, sir. Assign string to
Okay, then after that,
passes to string in the argument.
okay, okay. So just copy this line, copy. Contain any argument?
Sir, D2.
2.
Yes, sir.
Yes. True, and my value is assigned in this particular variable str2. Sorry, self.str2. Okay. The next thing is we want to show my data available in parent class 2. So how to fetch them? So d1 dot
And not so.
yes, d1 dot show string and 2. It's not contain any argument because we just pass the self argument. That's why we don't need any pass any argument. So that's why I print September and we successfully printed my second string is 2. Okay. So again, the same thing. We create a class of this child class, object of this child class, but we fetch the data of the parent class and also fetch the data of parent class 1. Okay. So now it's time to fetch the data of my derived class. So again, we have to assign the data, my derived class. So d1 dot again copy
String
this.
3.
Yes. All right. String, sorry, assign string G and it's contain again one argument 3. Yeah, right. 3. Not a 3 you pass anything, okay, like Python everything, but it's a type of the syntax means the type of the data is string. Okay. And next thing is d1 dot. I want to show my data available in my type class. So d1 dot call this function show string and 3. Okay. So you see we have successfully printed my data available in my derived class. So guys, any doubt till now? Oh, it's too long, I think, but it's easy. Yes, guys, it's easy or hard? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So next part is this is multiple, right? Yeah, multiple. So next is multi-level. Multi-level items. So definition is in multi-level inheritance. We have parent, comma, child, comma, grandchild. Grandchild relationship. Definition is in multiple level inheritance. We have parent class, child class, as well as grandchild. Okay. So the next unknown term is coming grandchild. So what is the meaning of grandchild? So it's mean clear the code section. Yes.
जो सी क्लास है वो ग्रैंड चाइल्ड है.
Sorry, repeat again.
C class grandchild आएगा.
C class grandchild. Yes, you are right. So like this. First is my A class, and next is my B class, and the last is my C class. Okay. So this is my
Parent.
yes, this is my parent class, and this is my
Child.
Child.
child class. Yes, and this is
Grandchild.
Grandchild.
yes. So I think we got it right. Yeah, and the same thing is the C class is contain the all properties of child class, and also it's all contain the properties of parent class, and also the contents of its own properties. Okay, so now the concept is clear. How the multi-level inheritances work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the syntax? How to create a multi-level inheritance? Syntax is easy. Get a class A and class and class B, class C. It's right now. Yes, guys.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No objection. It's right. Yes, guys. It's right or not? I think somebody say it's right, but I say it's wrong. Syntax. Yes.
Sir, class A and class C pass.
Sorry, I can't understand what I say.
Parent child and
You see, this is the syntax of multi-tense because we have a create a three parent class. C. Not create any child class and not create any grandchild class. Okay. So how to create the child class? Okay. So this is my parent class. This is my child class, and this is my grandchild class. Okay. Now tell me, we have to create the object of which class? A,
Class
B,
A.
or C? Class A. Okay, let's see. OBJ class. Yes. What about others? Yes.
Class C.
Class C. Okay. Yes. Any other answer? Yes. No. Object equal to A. So we have to create an object of this particular class A. So that's mean we have only the fetch the data of this particular class. Okay. Then after that we have to create a object of this particular class C. So it's a grandchild class. So it's contain the properties of child class, and the child class contains the properties of parent class. So that's mean this grandchild is contain the all properties of child class and also contain the all properties of parent class. So that's why we have to create an object of which class? C. So this is wrong. Yes, now it's clear how why we create an object of this particular class C.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'll give you example how to multi-level inheritance work. So it's again a too long. So give me a minute. Now, firstly, we have to create a which class? Parent, child, or grandchild? Yes. Yes. Firstly, we have to create which class? Yes, parent.
Parent.
Yeah. All right. Firstly, we create a parent class. So parent class, and again, same thing is there. Assign name. Let's contain again two argument. Self name. And again, self dot name equal to self dot name. Okay. And again, we have to create another function tab show name. Contain only one argument. It's nothing. But it is big. My name is self dot now. Get another class. So let's up. Okay. Let's contain the properties of parent class. This line is clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we have to get another function. Assign name. Let's contain all argument self age. Self dot age equal to age. We want to show. We want to write my function show age. Okay. My age is self dot age. Now we have successfully created two class. First is parent class and second is child class. First one is creating my grandchild class. Grandchild. So it contains the properties of the class.
Parent.
Both class.
Child.
Yeah,
A
child,
and
not
B.
parent. Okay. Because the child class. So now we create next function. Assign sender into argument sender and assign in another variable self dot sender equal to sender. Okay. And now I want to write my function show function. So sender. And it's contain only one argument and I want to print sender. Sender is self dot send. We have successfully created my three class. First is parent class, second is child class, and also we have successfully created my grandchild class. So now I want to create my object. Okay. My object is GC equal to and child. Take any argument or not?
Gender.
Gender. Let's see. Like this.
नहीं सर, मेल एंड फीमेल.
Like this. Like this.
Yes.
Okay. I think in a previous objective also repeat the same mistake. Okay. In previous example, I have also told you don't write any constructors, so you don't assign any variable in a object. Okay. For example, we have to create a constructor of any within any class like parent class. For example, my parent class contain of one constructor in this place. Okay, so on that time we have to assign a variable into my grandchild. But in this case, we don't have any constructor, so that's why we don't pass any argument in my object. Okay, so guys, please understand. Try to understand. We don't write any constructor, so we don't pass any argument in my object. Okay. Now it's clear.
Yes.
Yes, Tanuj. It's clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, guys. What about others? Yes. Okay. So now you want to assign a data in my first class, parent. So how to assign data in my first class? Yes, guys, tell me.
Parent.
Parent, yes, tell me. C dot parent,
नहीं, equal to.
like this,
Yeah.
like this.
GC dot assign name.
C dot assign name. Yes. Can you take any argument or not?
Yes, sir. Name. Pass.
My name is. So we have successfully assigned the data in my parent class. So now, after that, we have also assigned my data in the child class.
Show.
Is see, yeah. Firstly, we have to assign the all data in all my class. Okay. So assign. I think its
H.
name is H. Okay. H. Age is 10. And data my last class known as grandchild class. Assign
Gender.
I want to print my data. That is yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. Call this function show name. Show name. We have successfully show my data. My name is Sanju, and next is I want to see my data available in my child class. So call this function show age. You see, we have successfully printed my age is 21, and the last one is gc dot show setter. You see, we have successfully printed my gender is. Okay. Now you see, we create a object of only the child class, but we fetch the data of all class, child class as well as parent class, and also the grandchild class. So any doubt till now regarding this? Firstly, single inheritance and multiple inheritance as well as multi-level inheritance, and how it is work and how to create an object. Any confusion, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. So we end up this session, and I will send this IPNG file in your WhatsApp group, and also upload all notes regarding this class object as well as inheritance in my site, and go through and download it and read it. Okay. Now